Huh? Why am I stuck? Welcome to the stream, and I am stuck? Why? Oh, yeah, I'm in a tree, I think. Yeah, I'm in a tree. Or a walk? Not sure, I might actually be in a walk. That is very funny. Yeah, I think I'm in a rock or a tree or something. What a spawn. What a spawn. What do I do? Is there anyone else online that I can teleport to? No. Well, I guess I'm just gonna... Actually, maybe if I grow myself, it will... stuck me. Yes! Okay, let's go back to... I'll just keep it at this grove. That's kind of ridiculous, that spawn. Let's give myself 20 hunger. Get some food here. We're having a lovely day. Let's see if we can find some turtles. Also, what time is it? It is 22. Yeah, no, I'll make it morning. Get a nice sunrise over here. Very neat. There's a turtle. And we got it. Hope the music isn't too loud or too quiet. I think I'll stay around here. No real need to fly anywhere specific. Wonder if Alex is asleep or maybe he's doing something. I don't know. I do not know. Let's make a quick thumbnail here. Perfect. JPEG. And let's change thumbnail. Yep. We should probably start the poll for the manhunt on the Discord. Let's make that. Gonna sit down over here on the walk. is it? There it is. It's gonna sit down here. Pretty nice view. And then let's make a pole. What is there other than Teno, Cera, Kano, and I guess Dinosaurus is still an option. Dinosaurus. And I think that's it for the apexes for the manhunt. Let's think. Yeah, I think that's it. And they have... Yeah, I'll give them 3 days to choose. Should be enough. Let's get back into the sky. And I'll change some stuff here. And there. And we're back in. Whoa. Da-ba-da-ba-ba. do I do? I do not know. Where do I go? Where do I go? Let's get some fish. Where are some fish? Big fish. Nope. Oh, didn't hit. I'm just gonna fill up on fish. But I did what I wanted to do. Too shallow. And I was too high maybe? And let's get another fish here. Okay, get up here. Fish and let's drink. Let's go. Question is where? Where do we go? I do not know. Was this a spot where you can drink through the walk? Wasn't there a spot here? I don't remember. I think there was some spot here. I'm not a Spyro expert. Don't know. Don't know how. Oh, it's a boar. Let's kill it. Boar's mad, as boars tend to be. I was way off. Where is it? Oh, in the bush here. One. There it is. Way off. Oh. Yeah, I was. Yeah, got what I deserve. Ach yeah. Get away from the pig. I'm the one that started the fight. I can't really complain. Let's go over here and rest. That's a frog, so nice diet. Now my diet's all filled up. Not really gonna do anything. Hello. Beep Enterprises. Interesting name. How are you doing today? This is at Cuddlewalk, northwest. I can have the coordinates if you want them. -461, -594. What do I do? I am doing quite well. Though I'm kind of tired. Just coming from work. It's every day. Just like every day. But it's fun. Work is fun. Which is good. Oh, by the way, this is, as you might have guessed, Stupsi Lizard's server. This is my own server, so Every Saturday there is an admin stream, but even before then, if you ask for growths and stuff, then I can just grow you. If I'm online, that is. It's usually around this time. Not just the chat, the entire stream has a 1 minute delay roughly. Oh. Good thing that I am the admin, so I can just go heal. And we continue the fight. Where is the water? Is it this one? Not sure. How did that not hit me? Oh, it's literally just uninterested in fighting. The server is based in the Netherlands. Whoa. Fly away a bit, turn around. Wonder if I'm even doing any damage. Not sure. That was way too high. Oh, but I got hit again. Damn. I stream daily, every day at around this time, and on Saturday and Sunday I stream a bit more often. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to kill that boar. But the server is, well, it's not completely broken, but it's kind of broken. So if you save log, it sometimes erases the dinosaur. From what I was able to research, that is just apparently a thing with Spyro, or this version, 11.59 of EVRIMA. And that's like been an issue during that time. But yeah, so do not save log. Just log out by going here and then clicking log out. It's kind of a shame, but that's just how it is. And the last time I tried to fix it, it broke the server, so I'm not gonna try that anytime soon. Stupsy Lizard's server. There are two servers. There is Northern Hosting or something. Yeah, Northern Hosting or something like that. And then there's my own server. I usually stream every day for around 1 hour to 2 hours, depending on how the stream goes. No, you should be able to join normally. Obviously, you have to switch to unofficial servers, but if you play VL, you probably already know that. So, yeah. But you have to switch to the Spyro version, since this is VL Spyro. Or technically EVRIMA Spyro, since this is EVRIMA version 0.11.59.04. Because this was the last version which had Isle Spiro as a map. I believe that's the case. That was the last version. Also, you might have easy anti-cheat issues. That's a very common thing. And in the beginning I thought it was because of VR's implementation of easy anti-cheat, which is probably a factor, but I haven't had this issue a single time on this PC because I am on Linux. Linux Mint to be exact. So, yeah. If you're on Windows, which most of you will probably be, there might be easy anti-cheat problems because it's Windows. And it's hilarious that if you want to play a game with easy anti-cheat, you'll have to switch to Linux. Oh man. Microsoft hasn't cared about gaming in a while. That's just how it is. I lost the servers over a decade ago, and now we're losing enthusiasts as well. Oh well, we'll see how long they can continue their existence. Probably for a while. Change is difficult. No, you can't turn off easy anti-cheat. I think Alex, last time Alex fixed it by switching to the normal EVRIMA branch, like the newer one, not the hot test, but the most used one, the most used EVRIMA branch. Joining, or starting the game, joining the server, logging out, changing back to Spyro, and then it worked. But yeah, it's somewhat of a pain. It's quite a pain actually. So yeah. Windows gaming. Nothing but trouble. Well, there are also issues with Linux gaming, but at least with this game I'm having less problems on Linux compared to Windows. And I'm not like a Linux expert in the slightest. Like I'm not on Arch or CacheOS or Basite, I'm just on Linux Mint. It's very simple. Yeah, good luck to you. Good luck. But yeah, if anyone wants to try out Linux Mint, ask. I got time. I have 1, 2, 3 PCs right now with Linux Mint on it. The gaming laptop has, like this here, where the stream is on, is a gaming laptop with a 1660 Ti. Nvidia, because even though a lot of people still believe that Nvidia on Linux is impossible, but it's really not. You just install a driver, see if it works. If your game is broken, try an older driver. Like I, for example, I can play the game on the newest driver, but if I take a screenshot of the game, it breaks OBS's recording of it. So basically, if I make a screenshot, I would still see things normally, but OBS records it as if time had stopped. It doesn't render new frames or send you new frames. But then if I go and click escape, it will then update it again, and if I put it away again, it will pretend that it never happened and just stays on that one frame and doesn't move. So I have to be on a bit of an older driver. To be exact, it is Driver Manager. Also, you don't install drivers through the browser, since Nvidia's latest drivers usually suck. That's just how it is. What? I'm not on this. I'm on this one. What do you mean? What? Okay. Last time I was on this PC, I changed it to this driver. But somehow it put me back on this. Okay. Very interesting. But I guess it's fixed now. Okay, well, I said nothing. I guess it got fixed. But yeah. When the driver got released and I tried it out, it was a bit broken, but it's already fixed apparently. Also, Linux Mint has a pretty large community, so just go to the forums and first search for your problem. Most of the times there has already been someone who had that issue and that issue has been solved. But if not, just make a post and ask for help. But please read the how to ask for help tab, where it says, hey, this is what you should do, this is what data you should send, and all that kind of stuff. It's a very simple guide on how to get help on the Linux Mint forum. Pretty neat. Also, if you are on a laptop and you have overheating issues and stuff and then throttling, what I use is TLP UI, and where I can just change everything. I, for example, set it to 75% CPU maximum frequency. So from the maximum 75%, which is around 3.8 gigahertz. And yeah, everything else is off, ignored. Well, this is on performance, so that there is not a whole lot of 1% lows, but the 1% lows aren't too bad. Oh, and if anyone is interested, instead of using the normal system monitor, which looks like this, now I don't really like this look, so I just installed my own, which is BTOP. BTOP is very neat. And it's very easy to customize. Like, I can just go D for disks, and then I can see my disks. I can press 2 and the memory is hidden, and I can press it again and it's there, and I can press 3 and this stuff here, the internet stuff, is visible, and I can put it away again. I can it's with one, right? That one does the stuff over here. Ah, 4. 4 is Mr. over here. Sleeping. I don't think that's correct. Interesting. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Also, if you're wondering, I first also confused it with only 400 megabytes of RAM being free. That is because Linux uses all available resources if they can be used for something useful. If this was on Windows and there were only 400 megabytes of RAM left, there would be a lot of problems. But as long as the cached RAM doesn't also go to like 100 megabytes or something, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. It's just like, instead of saving things to the SSD and swapping them back and out, it just saves them directly onto the RAM. And also changed some settings so that temporary files don't get saved on the SSD, but on the RAM, because it slightly speeds up the system. And I have 32 gigabytes of RAM, might as well use it. Yeah. But yeah, don't be scared because, oh, this is only 1% RAM free or left. That's fine. It's just using it more efficiently than Windows. Oh, also, if you have like, let's say 60 gigabytes and some of your games give you warnings about not having enough RAM. I also have a Windows PC, yes. I have a Windows desktop with a 14700K and an Intel Arc A770 because I like pain. I got it since the beginning of Intel Arc. I experienced the driver issues back then, but they're mostly fixed. But they're still not really working too well on Linux, since it just has problems realizing that it's a dedicated GPU. So all the games say, oh no, your system doesn't support DX12 because it's Intel and it has to be an integrated GPU, right? It's not. So yeah, it's still a bit of a pain. That's why I'm back on Windows on that machine. But yeah. And drivers for Intel and also AMD graphics cards is, being done through the kernel, Linux kernel. So I have to wait for probably a few weeks, if not a few months, before the drivers are at the same level of the Windows drivers. Ah, yeah, on Windows, the thing is, Windows, even if I try to squeeze every bit of RAM out of it, will still use like 4 gigabytes of RAM. This uses around 500 megabytes of RAM. So, if I can just check if Path of Titans works on Linux, but that can give you like 3 gigabytes of extra headroom switching from Windows to Linux. It's not for everyone, not every game works on Linux, just like as we can see with this sometimes, not every game works on Windows. So you just have to switch between the two from time to time. Bit of pain. But let's see. Path of Titans on Linux, if there's anyone who made any mentions of that. On Linux. 2 years ago there were apparently problems. Let's see if there's any update. Ah, okay, they're now available. Okay, they do have launcher files for Linux. So yeah, they also support Linux, so you should be fine. How much RAM do you have? Like, obviously don't buy RAM right now, if you can avoid it, because the prices are ridiculous. They're gonna be worse in like a couple of months, probably. But even now, I wouldn't buy RAM unless you absolutely need to. Same goes with a GPU. If you want to buy a GPU, buy it now. Otherwise, don't for the next probably 2 years, maybe 3, depending on how bad it's gonna get. But yeah, the market is about to have another hard time, like when the crypto mining exploded. You got 60 gigabytes. What resolution do you want it at? Like, do you have textures very high? Like, I gotta think. How much VRAM do you have, and does that run out? Because sometimes running out of VRAM usually makes the VRAM spill into the RAM, because there's not enough VRAM. So sometimes lowering the texture quality is enough, if you don't want to immediately try switching to Linux. That might help. I've never played Path of Titans on PC before, so I do not know for sure. Just wanted to point that out. I have no hands-on experience. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Are you on your PC right now? Like, we can just check what GPU you have, then we can see how much VRAM you have. Oh, very simple. Yeah, I also have a laptop. A 1660 Ti, Max Q, whatever marketing bullshit. And a 10750H, 6 core, 12 threads. But limited to 45 watts. So my GPU only has 6 gigabytes of VRAM, which is also a bit of trouble. Also, Linux handles it a lot better running out of VRAM. Like, because I'm using maximum texture and materials settings. And I do run out of VRAM at times, but I don't really have any major issues because of it, so perfectly fine here. Okay, can you press Control Shift Escape? Like, click and hold Control, click and hold Shift, and then press Escape, and then the task manager should show up. Then we need to go to processors and then to the GPU. There will probably be a GPU 0 and GPU 1, GPU 0 being the integrated graphics and GPU 1 being the dedicated graphics. At least probably. Unless you're on integrated graphics, which is an option. If you, for example, have an AMD CPU, that might not even be that bad. Let's make it daytime again, or morning. That is weird. Do you have Discord? Because I do have a Discord channel. And you could post a screenshot, and then I can help you that way. If you don't, we can still continue with the okay, you do have Discord, perfect. Then if you go over here and you go to this, there's the Discord. There you can send in IRL or gaming or general chat. Just send a screenshot of the task manager. That should be enough. Ah, I think you are on the processes tab. That's similar to how it is here with system manager or system monitor. I assume you're on processes, but you need to go to resources, so I think it's performance on Windows on the task manager. You don't want to see this, like with a bunch of stuff, but this, where there's the CPU, the memory, definitely will look different because this is Linux and yours is Windows. But if you mean that there's 1,000 things or a million things, then you're definitely on the wrong tab on task. Ah, you got it! Nice! It is good. Welcome sheep to the Discord. Let's get some fish. Can you make a screenshot anyways, because there is shared memory and there's dedicated memory. So screenshot would still be best. Screenshot is usually worth 1,000 questions when it comes to tech support. Yes, fish, perfect. There's a ball in the water. Nope. Nope. Let's get away. Try that again. Yay, we got a fish. Oh, it's enough for now. And general chat. Thank you. Oh, you have a 40. Okay, you have 6 gigabytes of VRAM. That is the dedicated GPU memory. Yeah, that's gonna be tight in a lot of games. But it depends. You're probably running at 1080p, right? I would assume. But yeah, what are you doing right now that is using 86% of your RAM? What are you currently playing? That's a lot of RAM being used. Like me, with streaming and everything, I am currently using 9.34 gigabytes of RAM. But currently, VRAM is not being utilized very much. Why do you have a million tabs open? Like, are you working on something right now? Is that why you have so many tabs open? Like, I do see that your Wi-Fi is going absolutely hammering with receiving so much data. Are you downloading something? Like, I don't think my stream should consume this much data. That's a lot. Why? How is that using that much? Like, I'm sending out like 8,000 kilobits per second. Are you downloading VR? Yeah, okay, okay. When it makes sense. When it makes sense. Uh, do you make sure to close all tabs and stuff before you start playing video games? Like, it's just a general question because that might be one of the issues. Like, I assume you don't have this many tabs open because then the games would be struggling a lot. But I do wonder, what do you usually have open? Like, I currently, for streaming, I have Firefox, which has the YouTube Studio panel. I have OBS. I have, BTOP, but BTOP uses, I think, 200 kilobytes of memory. Like, it's really efficient because it's just in the terminal. And then I have, yeah, Spotify and the Isle. Oh, and Steam, obviously. But I think that's it. And all of that uses less than 10 gigabytes of RAM. Are you on Windows 10 or Windows 11? I would assume Windows 11. So when is the last time you made a driver update? Because in the screenshot it says 32.0.15 and is it a Dell specific driver? Do you have a Dell laptop by any chance? Because I do think Dell has its own kind of thing. It's a Lenovo. Okay. That's interesting that you have this driver on it. But I also haven't really looked at Windows driver for Nvidia cards in a while. Did you make a driver update at all before? Because that can sometimes help a bit, depending on how old your driver is. Yeah, I would consider making another driver update. I don't think there has... Like, I would go for a stable driver, so WHQL driver. Are usually more stable, but I would recommend doing that. I would try to do it through the GeForce experience. No, the or the Nvidia app. Can you send me, or actually is there in the screenshot, can I see the CPU, which one it is? Can you click on the CPU and make a screenshot of it? That would be neat. Like, I know that it's AMD, but I wonder which time. It shouldn't really be necessary to know, I guess. But nice to have a good overview of the performance. Thank you. Okay, 6 core, 6 thread. Yeah, I'm not accustomed to AMD's naming scheme. Man, the name. Oh, hello there. Hello, sheep. It worked. Perfect. I want to grow. Want to be fully grown. Fully grown. Okay, let's give you. Yeah, it's nice. Did you close most of the tabs? Oh, could you maybe show your VRAM usage while you are in the Isle? It could be neat. Yeah, it's a lot, like, it's different. Like, the stamina apparently isn't as bad as it was for Bitware. But it's just so much faster. Like, something that EVRIMA players just don't know anymore, because it's been a while. But look, I go down, and I just keep the speed. Oh, I'm a bit too far down. It's also just way more dynamic. It just keeps the momentum. The momentum just doesn't just disappear out of nowhere. It's so nice. It is so nice. Thank you. Yeah, your VRAM is maxed out, I would assume. Yeah. I do wonder why your CPU is using so many resources. At what frame rate do you play the game? Because like, obviously if you have higher frame rate you will use more, but it seems pretty high. I don't have the best CPU either. I know, I know that this is your I know your CPU and GPU. I'm not that familiar with them. Around 80. I play at 30. I locked mine to 30. Your GPU is a lot stronger than mine. Like, yeah, 30. I play on controller. On controller. It's fine. For combat I do switch to keyboard and mouse because fighting on controller is garbage because you don't have an alt button. So you can't use alt attacks effectively. But yeah. Also, did you really close the tabs? Because the memory usage is very high. Can you go to processes? And yeah, just go to process. I'll circle it in the screenshot where you have to click. Then I can see if something is. Yeah, can you show that? Can you show it? Then I can see. Yeah, it might actually be worth it. Yeah, I know, you have my stream open. But it's sometimes worth it to close everything and kill it with the task manager, because that will actually free up all the resources. Oh, you do have Discord open. What is metal? I do not know what that is. I have a bunch of stuff open. It is all sucking away resources. That is hui. Ah, clipping program. Why is your uptime at 9 days? Your poor Windows install. Like, Linux doesn't have an issue being, like, I have a laptop here that has been up for 2 weeks. And on Linux, that's on most Linux installs, that is not an issue. Some do struggle with it, but the one that I have on here, or not on the gaming laptop, but on the other laptop here, I have a bunch. There's no issue with that. It just doesn't care. But like for so long. Why? Like, not shutting it down for like a day is fine, I guess, but like 9 days. Like, even on this Linux gaming laptop, I still restart my laptop before every stream. Like, I shut it down and then I turn it on and let it restart once. But yeah. Don't you have recovery that once you open it again, all the tabs open up again? Like, for example, I close it and I open it again and everything is up and running. Like, I can test that. Let me just... Actually, it's probably not gonna work this time because I will close. But usually, if I close it and then go Firefox, it just opens it up right away. Nope, doesn't. Oh well. But yeah. And we're up. And we're here. Yeah. I don't know what you have, but like, is that not the same for you? That you just have to click on it and all the tabs should load back in, depending on if you have it set up that way. I have it set up that way on my work laptop, where I shut it down and when I come back the next day, turn it on, click on Firefox, and all, I think usually it's around 40 tabs open up. Across like 3 monitors. 3 4K monitors split into... I think usually it's 4 Firefox windows each. Like... I use a lot of tabs when I work. Maybe a bit too many, who knows. But your temperature seems decent, I would say. At least on the GPU. So that is good. Very good. Don't let it melt. That's what I usually have to worry about since I'm on Intel. See if we can get some fish here. Fish. Let's turn around. Ah, missed it. Ah, come on. Yeah, same. I got myself thermal grizzly, that's what I use. But I never have to open it again because it's just a thin sheet. And it can't dry out because there's no moisture in it. So I'll never have to touch or open that again. Which is quite nice. Quite nice indeed. For me? Thank you. I can just talk. It's nicer. I want to go to the beach and get some turtles. They're usually quite tasty. Skillful landing. Very skillful landing right here. Okay, let's go to the western beach. But I assume your performance here is better than on EVRIMA? Or is it similar? Also, what settings are you running right now? What are you using? Okay. I remember quickly I have everything maxed out except for motion blur. And obviously no ray tracing on my 1660 Ti. Doing this on Epic. With static because everything else just doesn't really look any better. And 3D resolution at 100%. As it should be. There are sometimes a few people here. The highest one I think was 10 or something. But yeah, it just fluctuates a lot. Currently it's a bit low again. I'm still having fun. That's what I care about the most right now. Sadly no, because this version was when Dondi was having a fit about people just hanging out and talking. So he disabled the option for global chat. I did try, but I can tell the server to enable global chat, but it just won't. So sadly no. Very sadly no. Get some turtles down here. Let's see. There's a turtle. A bunch of turtles. Or killing your own. Could have just eaten this one. Gonna get full anyways. Food is a bit high, so let's check. Let's change that. Let's just go to. Don't really have this music often in Spyro. 50 real quick. And let's eat. Nom, nom, nom. Don't drink the salt water. It's coming. Oh. Yeah, oops. Fly through here. Woo. Let's make a nice loop. Yeah, Spyro is a lot more cinematic than EVRIMA in a lot of scenarios. Not in all, but in most, I would say. Yeah. Like, this map also has flaws, let's not pretend. But I just like it more here. And then there's the human trash over here. All beautiful, except for what the humans put here. They also didn't play Spyro in its golden age. I only know the empty Isla Spyro. This is freshwater, which is quite nice. There is the eye over here, which looks quite nice. I want to get a nice view from here. Just look at it. It just looks great. Like, this just looks very nice in my opinion. We sadly can't get stamina back. Yeah, this is a pretty neat spot. I really like this spot. Oh! Too slippery, I guess. I'm also gonna land over here then. Yes. Make a quick thumbnail here. I think this is quite nice. And let's quickly change it. I can't see what you're saying, sorry. Okay. hope you enjoy your stay on the server. I'm just gonna fly around the map again. Do you want that other dinosaur to also be grown? Or do you want to grow naturally? What would you prefer? Also, do you want to check out things like the it's not really an arena, but it's kind of like kind of an arena. It's a cave, it's a neat cave. Okay. I'm just gonna fly to that cave arena thingy. It's gonna be a long flight. To the south, mostly. Yep. Let's find that cave. Let's make it midday. Otherwise I won't be able to see it. Let's make it 7. It should be here, right? Yes. Okay, I think I'll actually have to make a midday. Let's go. Day, perfect. I really want to have enough people at some point to make like an arena fight. Just in this cave. That would be neat. That would be very neat. Let's see where the guy is. There he is. Let's hunt him. No, I'm just gonna observe. How far away are you? Not that far away. Wait. There are multiple people here. Woo! Could have imagined. Build the other guy first then. Let me just sprint. I know that you're still there. I am aware. Let's see, where is that BP? How far away? 280, okay. 280. So probably over there. On the other side. Food is scarce. Yeah, food is. Thing is, more experienced players just say that there's too much. I think it's just harder to find. I guess you have to listen a lot more. But I also struggle with finding food sometimes. Generally, just go to the open areas, like the center. That's where a lot of food tends to be. Let's see, where is that BP? Yeah, over there. Let's go. Give myself. And he left. No! Why did he leave already? What? Why did you leave? No. That happens quite often, that people are there for like 2 seconds and then they are gone. Ah, man. Guess I'm gonna go back to you. Guess I'll do that. And not having to worry about stamina is so nice. You can just speed through here. Let's see, you are... Oh, yeah. Let's see. Get myself some... Where's that little cano? Over there. Over there. Oh, this area is a pain to navigate. Well, if you are in dire need of food, just go to the beach. There will always be turtles. Let's see. Guess you are already at the beach. I guess I can search for some turtles with you. Where are the turtles? Not moving. Maybe you found food. Small dino? Do you mean like Chompy? I think I'm lost. Where are you? Over there. Where the heck are you? And now you're over there. Am I blind? So there you are. I found a turtle. Nice. Yeah, those are chompies. Those are chompies. They eat the turtles and the dead bodies. Like just in general the dead bodies. They're very cute. Look at him. So cute. Murder. Immediate punishment. Oh no, I can't because you have it in your mouth. No, I can't punish you. Because you have something in your mouth. No! What a shame. I wanted to make you small. Like really small. leave you against the palm tree. And I think I'll go to sleep soon. Can't stay up too late. Gotta work after all. I got work to do. For me it's 8 PM. But still, I have to... Well, I usually get up about around 6 AM. And yeah, I do need a good amount of sleep, and I also have other stuff to do before I go to sleep. Like, for example, I make myself my breakfast and my lunch the evening before, so that I can eat, you know, I can get up, get dressed, eat, go to work. No need to prepare anything in the morning. That's what I gotta do now. Let's sit up there. Nice and high. Well, do you want to be grown? Or do you want to do it naturally? Oh, it's 8 PM for you too. Nice. Well, I'm gonna end the poll here. So, the next VL stream is... Next VL stream... Oh. Yeah, I should probably... I'm just gonna join back in. Just do that. Probably should have waited for your answer first so that I can grow you. Anyway, next stream is... Ceratosaurus. So, let's quickly... Yeah. And grow you. Adum. And did it work? I hope it did work. I assume that thanks is for it working. Yeah. Good night. I will see you tomorrow at a similar time. Get some good sleep. Don't stay up too late. And bye bye. Toodaloo.